Hey guys, welcome to the Lovin Dubai Show podcast. Today, our top story is about a man, a myth, a legend. A Dubai firefighter coincidentally stumbled upon a blaze and saved 24 people.
And this kind gesture that was done by a parking lot security guard, very, very sweet. And we just spoke about how much expats miss their families in Dubai. And, you know, like just do those little gestures to remind themselves of their parents or their kids. That was like overall a very heartwarming story.
Yeah, but the wild thing about this video is it's really dividing opinions. We'd love to get your thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Also, public holiday coming up. We're talking all things that and more. Tune in. Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through all of the top trending stories across the country. Our top story today, a man heroically saves 24 people from a Dubai fire.
We'll also be talking about a parking security who went viral for all the right reasons for a very sweet, sweet gesture.
And we all know it. Now it is confirmed there is a public holiday coming up in the UAE. We're going to talk about that later in the show. But before we get into all of that, a food vlogger called Feed.Kiani has given us a nostalgic treat to taste this morning. When I say given us, he's put it on Feed. It went viral. It's Chips Oman and Lovin Up.
And Casey, who is not a Dubai kid.
A Dubai kid.
Is this your first time trying this out?
Well, I've had Chips Oman lots. Love them, obviously.
With this combination?
You've told me that Lovin Up is like buttermilk, which sounds amazing. It looks just like milk, though.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do it.
You're going to do it too, no?
Okay,
first of all, so this came from his like nostalgic treats, and actually in the feed post, it was really sweet because he said the memories of going to the grocery store with your dad and your dad saying you could get whatever you want in the whole store, like sweets, like treat-wise. And this is what he would get, and how he would do it was he had a smaller packet of crisps, by the way, obviously. This is for showbiz purposes.
It works. It still works.
And we're both going to do it. You get your Lovin Up. I love the way I'm telling people how to do it. This is what the video says. This is how you do it like a pro. Smaller bag, Lovin Up. How much are we putting in, Shahir? Half the thing.
Yeah, a little too crazy this morning. We're getting a little
We want to get enough in.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking it's going to be like a cereal. Now, turn the sound down.
Turn this into a cereal.
Shake, 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 shake. Even, I think maybe the big pack helps with the shaking purposes. Correct or no? Simran, what are you doing?
I am watching you in wonder. I can't wait to see your reaction about this.
And then, not bad. I don't want to drink it.
Do it.
Okay, so then you just go for the milk first, if I'm not right. If I'm not wrong.
She's brave. The guts. How is it?
Oh, that's really good.
It's really good?
Yeah.
You like it? Of course
like,
you like it. It's OG. Like
it's like
Dubai combination.
It's like yogurt, but with a little bit of a kick.
Like salty yogurt. But yeah. This is the taste of Dubai, by the way.
But it's messy. And then what he does is crumples the packet down to reach, and then he just goes, I'm not going to be able to do it with the packet's too big, and then he just goes all in on the crisps. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's okay, it's okay.
I'm going to have one crisp. I'm going to Chips Oman.
You know, actually, this makes it so much better because it makes it a little soggy, gives a little combination. You like that. It's like having French fries with ice cream. You have that little bit of a wet and dry combo.
Do you think it's just any excuse to eat crisps, like any excuse to eat chips? So, I'm going to make it healthy with this milk.
I don't think that was the intention to make it healthy, but just to like have a combination.
Anything, Simran?
The buttermilk. I'll have the buttermilk.
Would people drink Lovin Up solo? Yeah. I'm not a milk person.
You're a milk person? I know that.
So I'm going to get this. I'm going to put in the oat milk. Almond milk.
Make it healthy. Make it plant-based.
I'll be asked to leave the country. So if you want to see how it's properly done, go on to Feed.Kenny. And it brought us thinking all about old school nostalgia eats, weird food combos that we loved growing up.
Yeah.
If you had one right now, we'd love to see your comments come through on this. One weird food combo that you had as a kid that you just loved.
But I'll tell you, you can do so much with Oman chips and Cheetos, right? You can turn them into wraps. You can have it like this. You can have
wraps. You always
all sorts of combinations. And yeah, like if you remember a few years ago, it became like the biggest trend to put Cheetos on food, to put Oman chips on food.
I didn't like the Cheetos on food trend. I think it looked cool, but
yeah, it just added that layer of greasiness.
More about just the cheese.
Yeah.
Throw cheese on anything, fine.
Yes, agreed. Cheese for the win.
So weird food combo growing up?
Weird food combination growing up. It has to be like Oman chips wrapped with like garlic sauce. Yeah.
Just delicious food
it's
combo
very
growing
go-to.
up.
Like when you're camping, when I went camping with my friends, like from school, that was like pot noodles and Oman chips wraps were just like the easy go-tos.
Pot noodles.
Oh my God, pot noodles.
Leveled up to chefing when not only did you put hot water in them, but you put the pot noodles in the microwave. It leveled up the delicacy of the cooking.
No way.
It was really amplified, yeah.
Is that a thing? Putting pot
so my
noodles
sister
in
would
the
make them,
microwave?
and I was always like, "You need to make me my noodles." Okay, chips Oman aside, let's jump into our top stories for today. This Friday, as always, we love to read your comments before, during, and after the show, and also this goes live in podcast format if you'd like to listen later. Our top story today: a man heroically saved 24 people from a Dubai fire. This is truly an amazing story. So this was worded by Dubai police. Corporal Gadir Hamoud Al-Kabi, who is actually a Dubai firefighter, but this story was entirely coincidental. He happened to be in Bur Dubai when he spotted a fire spreading rapidly. It went from cars to tents into a home. And he saw that in the home, no one was coming out and that the gate was actually closed.
So nobody was rushing out of the home, like Casey said. And the first thing he did was to report the fire and then rushed inside the home where he found families unaware of the fire. He then helped evacuate the women and children, helped with the first aid before civil defense teams arrived.
So amazing that he just, it was just instinct in this case. He managed to save 24 lives, women and children included, and Dubai police honoured his heroic efforts and quick thinking. And he responded by saying that if you're working with the civil defence, they are committed to training their employees to be highly prepped and always ready. So you don't need to have your uniform on. You're always going to respond to emergencies in such a way.
So Major General Khalil Al-Mansouri, Assistant Commander-in-Chief of the Criminal Investigations Affairs, he said Al-Kabi is a hero as he did not hesitate to deal with the fire and rescue people's lives. He took the risk and went inside despite the flames and smoke, according to local reports.
Fast action, a massive shout out to this local hero, saved lives. You know, these fires can be truly devastating to homes and lives could have been lost in this case, but he ran towards the flames, did the right thing in terms of reporting it and saved people's lives. So exceptional.
100%. And it's very quick thinking, you know, at the time, like when disasters strike, like you are on the spot, you just freeze. You don't know what to do. You have 1,000 things running in your head. Do I do this? Do I call them or do I go inside? But it's like he was trained. Probably remained calm. You know, went according to procedure, called the civil defense team, went inside, did what he could to help out, gave them first aid. So it was just very systematic in that sense in his head, the way he handled it.
And you do hear sometimes, you know, in terms of, we all talk about being nervous on flights sometimes and how cabin crew, when things happen, they just jump into action. It's because their training is so spot on that when not disaster strikes, but when something strikes, they're ready to deal with it because they've had so much training in advance.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes, well done to them. I cannot say I would be that brave in any situation. Get me a blanket to hide under.
You would like to think that you would be, right? And you would want yourself to be prepared. But when it happens and you're in the situation, you just, a lot of people just freeze. And it's so normal.
And you'd also, you don't like to say this, but would you think of yourself? Would you be selfish? Would you think of maybe your family around you rather than running towards the fire? This is the thing. You'd call civil defense, but would you run towards it as a whole other story to actually check if there's people inside that could be coming out? And he instinctively saw that no one was coming from the house, and he saw that the gate was closed. But despite this, he still went forward into the home and got 24 people out.
Exactly, and he's going against his, like, as humans, we are wired to have that whole flight or fight instinct, right? So it's like flight or fight. And so basically just like running away from any disaster that you see. So you're going against what you're programmed and what your body believes.
So my body says no to chips, Oman and milk.
Yeah.
I'm thinking no.
No.
You're looking at this, you're thinking no. But when you try it, it's a win.
Yes.
You're thinking yes, it's a win.
Yes, a million billion times. But honestly, this is the taste of Dubai. if you go anywhere in the world and you taste this, you're just gonna instantly remember Dubai.
Well, our sister page, Lovin Muscat in Oman, is going to say otherwise. They're going to say, hey, that's also the taste of Muscat, Simran, as you know.
We have taken this. We have taken this from the Omanis.
From Oman. As we know. We have been told.
Well, maybe not. The Sultan, made it Oman, 100% from Oman.
It literally says. So it's like, let me question that for you. Let me check the made in. Big stamp there, made in the Sultan of Oman. Point proven, QED, move on.
No confusions there set by the Omanis. Okay, so our next story, very cute. Mixed opinions on social media, but what doesn't have mixed opinions? So parking security would do a small and kind gesture to make a resident stay. So it's the small and kind gestures that leave the biggest impacts, like we've said time and time again, being the reason someone smiles every day is such a gift, and residents of a particular building in downtown Dubai are so happy because parking security Rami makes an effort every single day. So Rami is a parking security in a building in downtown Dubai, South Ridge Tower. He's from Egypt and is the father to 4. A resident of this building and her son would get flowers from Rami every morning before school, and it really makes their day.
So, Tataluli Vachadaisy shared a reel on her Instagram page showing her driving out of her building and Rami many times walking up to the car and handing flowers to her son. Now, she wrote on the reel, she captioned it, our building parking attendant Rami greeting my son every morning on his way to the school is the best thing you'll see today. Now, the comments on the video are mainly in full support, but also a mixed bag, as the internet tends to do. And if you're wondering, by the way, and she added this little caption after she got some feedback, if you're wondering why the kiddos in the front seat, don't panic, because per the caption of the video, after they leave the parking, the seatbelt goes on, he hops into the back. All is above board, and safety is has been addressed. Do not be concerned about that. But I just think this is so unique to Dubai because, as it said, the man is from Egypt. He's a father of 4, and it makes me just think that there's so many people in this country who are separated from their family. So many people, they have kids at home, they have parents, grandmothers, grandfathers. Far away, we don't get to see them, so then sometimes you have this affinity. And I see it with my mum, for example, because she lives here and she is in her 70s, and a lot of people aren't lucky to have their mums in this country. A lot of people have their mums elsewhere, and she connects with people instantly because people are instantly like, oh, I don't have my mom, you're my mom, and they call her mom, and it's that type of thing where if your family is abroad and it's just, I just feel for in Rami in this case, he's got 4 sons at home.
Yeah. And you miss your children. And of course, when you see things initially, you have a certain outlook, a certain perspective on how you perceive it. But then when you really think about it, get to know more, it really changes your whole outlook on the same thing that you're consuming. And especially with this, right? People had mixed comments. Why would a security give flowers to a kid? Why would a security, go out of the way for a child? Just do your thing. Don't get so involved in the residents' lives and all those things. But it's like Casey said, you have, he misses his family. He's an expat. He has 4 kids. And it's just showing that love to another child because of just how much he misses his own. And it's very beautiful if you think about it.
And also in that case, I would say the mom chose to publicize this video. And for example, when you go into your building every day, do you greet the people working in the building that you see every day? And if you do, you'll probably start to build a relationship with them.
Yeah.
So in this case, she is clearly happy with what's transpired. She clearly loves the flowers come every day. It makes their day. So she shared it. I'm going to assume that she has a good relationship with Rami. She said hello, maybe for, as in they've built this relationship that where they respect one another enough to greet each other warmly on a daily basis, and maybe something happened with the flowers. You don't know, but all we know is the mom appreciates this. It's a kind gesture, and let's take it back a bit. If we were to do a kind gesture for someone we saw on a daily basis, not potentially colleagues, not family, but people that help make our day a little bit better. How great would that be? And Rami's doing this for someone who works in this building. It's very sweet.
And if you read the comments, those who know the security are just in all it's literally all praise for the security. Basically saying how he's always loved children and is the sweetest around them and is the happiest around them. It's beautiful, honestly. Like those who know him are commenting very proudly of him. And this reminds me of like when we were younger, we used to stay in Sharjah and my mom used to get manakish from this one specific restaurant. And the owner, like my sister used to look a lot like his daughter. So every time my sister went with my mom, he used to give like free ice creams, free manakish, and he would just be like, "You remind me of my daughter, and she's, you know, like in my home country, and I miss her so much, and like, you know, just seeing you makes my day." That's what he would say, and it's so cute. It's like a very similar, if not the same story.
I think a lot of us forget that some of us are blessed to have family here, and a lot of people are not. So do consider that.
Very true.
Jumping into our next story. You know this is already happening, but we're bringing it to you anyway because as soon as this news drops, this is news that we share with our friends, with our family. There is a public holiday happening next Friday. So next Friday, July 21st, has been declared a public holiday for both the public and private sectors. The public was announced first, followed by the Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratization, MOHRE. They announced Friday, 21st of July 2023 will be an official paid holiday for all private sector employees in the UAE on the occasion of Islamic New Year.
I was actually having a dream about this last night. I was like doing the happy dance. Like, I'm just like, UAE, thank you so much. We just got over one long holiday and now we have one more. It's like, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
It feels like we just came out of a long weekend and we have another one to look forward to.
Right? It's like, there you go. Perks of living in the UAE, long holidays, one after the other. We love this so much.
And then, next one, September?
Around September-ish. September, October.
And then
national holiday. So we're not going to have one for a bit. So enjoy. Savor this 3-day weekend that you get next week.
There is so much as always going on and to look forward to as we come up to a 3-day break. So keep an eye on not just Lovin Dubai's Instagram pages, but also Lovin Abu Dhabi, Lovin Iraq, and Lovin Sharjah and beyond, where we bring you all of the news happening across the country. Guys, that is all we have time for this morning. It's 8:50 on a Thursday morning. We're back with you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Now it's time to tuck in. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from her, goodbye from her, and goodbye from me. A massive thank you to all those tuning in and a big thank you to our producer, Shahir, and all the behind-the-scenes crew members like Ali Baba, Ali Khalil, and Parth.
This was a Lovin Dubai production as part of Augustus Media Podcast Network.